let's mingle and see what we get here.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine. My leg still hurts every now and then, and all this rain isn't helping. That is nothing compared to what could have been. You have my eternal gratitude. You saved my life, and the lives of my men. Rest assured that will not be forgotten anytime soon. It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. I understand you have all the evidence you need to expose Vitellius Scaevola. It's a strong position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurko, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected. Only those who matter. Be careful around Cotta. He's still reeling somewhat from the damage that was done to his pride. To a man like Cotta, an honorable death would have been preferable to a humiliating near miss.
Look, that young man there. I think that's him.
Really? He looks barely old enough to wipe his own arse, let alone command a legion.
If Lucullus says he won the war,
That is absolutely unnecessary. I've spent it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
Fortunately, I know you are good at handling ambushes.
Spoils of war, unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
A fairly strong answer, I'd say. No matter how much you try to legislate, the situation at hand will defy your expectations.
Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Cato and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead. I generally avoid prosecuting. One does not make friends that way.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served. Precisely. The rules exist for a reason. One must understand the reasons to challenge them.
Rules should never invalidate the reasons for their existence. Morality is beyond law. Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you let him live? Our feelings often point towards the moral path. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
Yet you did not take it. A point well taken.
Depends on the denarii, I suppose. Well, gentlemen, this discussion has become too hypothetical for my tastes. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Cicero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you? Indeed. In betraying Rome, you would betray yourself. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato.
Okay, so
Is
Pompeius
nobody
Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in
represent me.
Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my chance to win his patronage.
People are actually talking about me. Okay, let's go and meet the Kato family. Kota, actually.
Of course. The savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
Nonsense. It's a party after all. What would be the purpose of these gatherings if we refrained from conversation? I am Aurelia Cotta. Marcus and Lucius are my brothers. It's wonderful to meet you, Legate. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
We were discussing how you saved my brother's life and became the hero of the Asia campaign.
But you can take full credit for letting my son die? Or was he simply at the wrong place at the wrong time? I apologize, Legate. They told me you had become close despite how briefly you knew each other. Oh, it's broken. This sword was my father's. It was called Crocaire Morse. You were friends with him, weren't you? However briefly. Why don't you keep it? I think I still have the old schematics for it. I'll have a servant bring them to your villa tomorrow.
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
Soldiers follow orders. Commanders act. Perhaps in the future you can understand the difference and save more lives.
Really? Are you so eager to display your shallowness?
It's been rather rainy recently, true. At least the rain drives the mosquitoes away.
Not all of them, it seems.
Well, he's not happy at all. Unbelievable. Save a man's life. After that, he's a loss.
I was surprised Crassus offered to pay for the whole campaign himself.
He's desperate for a military victory to get himself elected consul.
But fending off a mob of gladiators? That's not very glamorous.
An easy victory to advertise to gullible plebeians.
You look tired. Shall we leave? So, did you enjoy yourself? That is what life is.
So, do I need to do anything else? We go to the Senate.
As per today's augury, a specific issue stood out as being of utmost importance. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discussionem, and as usual before the sun sets.
It means the issue is to be discussed, allowing us to present our findings publicly.
The complaint is brought forth by Lucius Licinius Lucullus concerning alleged wrongdoing and infamous conduct by Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola and his brother Vibius Vitellius Lurco. Are both parties present?
I am present.
As am I.
Weird that Vitellius Lurco would be here to do the talking. Where is Scaevola? He is the accused.
Are both parties represented?
I shall represent the defendant.
Very well. For the benefit of all present, would the owner of the complaint restate their accusation? Found out. So you do have evidence. Interesting. Do you accept the accusation, Kikaro?
I see no reason to comment at this stage. May I humbly remind the Magistra, he who makes the claim has the burden of proof. We shall rest until sufficient proof is presented to eliminate all shadow of a doubt.
I was just trying to be helpful. The defendant is always at a disadvantage.
I'm sure you mean usually and not always.
As you wish. Present your evidence.
Preposterous. Do you think my client would be foolish enough to commit a crime and put his signature on the evidence?
The evidence is material, Kikaro. There is no room for interpretation. The crates do carry Scaevola's signature.
I have investigated them myself. I concur. Is there anyone who would contest my findings?
I admit, the evidence looks damning.
So, do the defendants admit their guilt? Are the Vitelli guilty of all crimes stated or implied?
Of course not. For starters, the evidence proves only treason.
Only? What else is needed to declare this man infamous?
Do not interrupt the speaker.
No harm done. My dear friend Cato is correct. The evidence is enough to declare one infamous. That one is Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola. Nowhere in any findings can you conjure the ability to implicate my client, Vibius Vitellius Lurco. That, of course, depends on the nature of the treason. But that's largely irrelevant.
That is literally the topic of our discussion, Kikaro. How in the world can you say it's irrelevant?
There simply is no case. Vitellius Scaevola cannot be punished.
Your rhetorical games grow tiresome. You have admitted the evidence is rock solid.
This should be interesting.
Simply because the man is dead. Therefore, he cannot be accused. Therefore, the case is null and void.
Senators, people of Rome, of course the evidence is clear. I accept my brother's guilt. It is a stain on our family name. A stain we will quite possibly never be able to cleanse. You know I love my family. I love my brother more than anything else in this world. Almost anything. The only thing I love more than my own brother is Rome itself. And thus, with sorrow in my heart, I was forced to take his life.
Oh, I see.
It is not a boast. It is my solemn duty to deliver the news. I am a man with the highest of morals. Someone who places the well-being of Rome over his own flesh and blood. Step outside, senators. You will witness my brother hanging from the old tree. Let him rot there. Do not take him down. Let it be a warning to all those who would threaten Rome, placing their petty family matters over the well-being of our great republic. Let it be known that Vubius Vitellius Lurco will never tolerate treason, not even from his own blood.
A decision cannot be reached. This case is non-existent.
That bastard outmaneuvered us. We underestimated how cold-blooded he truly is. This is not good, though. He turned impending defeat into a major victory. We will need a new plan. Go home and lay low for now. Your family needs you.
Well, that was impressive. He killed his own brother just to get the upper hand. Let's go to my home.
Domine, we've been awaiting your return. You have a good memory for faces. The name is Marcellus. We have been informed by Vitellius Lurco that the ownership of this villa was transferred to you. As per his orders, we kept the area safe until your arrival. Now that you're back, with your permission, we will take our leave. Valete.
My son? You're back! And with Cineros. Oh, it's so good to see you both safe.
It's good to see you, Domina.
I've missed you so much. You look great. Did you lose some weight? Are you eating well? Has he been eating well, Cineros?
He has, Domina.
Do tell your mother how much you missed her. I miss him too. If only he were here to see you like this. Tell me about the war. I heard some of your friends died there. Killed by pirates. How did you survive? Oh, shush. Don't say stupid things like that. Tempt not the gods. But did you like the life in the Legion? Do you want to be a career soldier? I was afraid you'd hate it like your father did. But it seems you're more of a warrior than he was.
Domina, with all due respect, I guess the Legatus has his own questions.
Oh, they were polite, mostly. Except for the fact they wanted me confined to this villa. I guess having me walking around the streets was too much of a risk. Once you were out of the picture. He had no reason to antagonize me, though. I do. And Aculus agreed. It was a sinister plan to take over our family. But now you're here, and everything will be fine. They told me your sister's husband is dead. She should be free by now. I wonder if they did something to her. It's good to have you home. And for it to be our home again. Now that you're back, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, listen to me. You just got here. Go on, take some time to settle in. Let me know when you're ready to get to work.
Your mother has started catching me up on how the vineyards have been going since we left. The harvest was better than expected. That is good news, of course, but it also means we have a problem. One of our grapes produced a particularly good wine. It's an opulent vintage with a smooth finish. Quite frankly, Domine, it is one of the best wines I have ever tasted.
And that is a problem.
It means the wine has a rich and smooth taste. An opulent wine is a bold wine. Do not worry. Wine terminology can be weird and obscure. You will get used to it in time. The question is what we shall do with this wine. It's certainly worth more than what we normally sell for. It's the best kind of problem to have. It might be a good idea to visit some of the merchants in the market. Before you leave, there's a small thing we have to decide. A good wine deserves a good name. What should we name this one? How about Endless Mirth? That's a good name. Very well. That being settled, you should go and talk to the wine merchants. I had no doubts. You've made everyone proud, and this victory is cause for celebration. I shall cook today. Our legal system has its own intricacies, which no one but people like Kikero understand. I'm sure the powers that be worked their magic. I don't know, it's your house. Sit back and relax and let your Sir Wee handle things. Do bear in mind that managing an estate is no simple task, though. Now that your father is no longer with us, you will have to find a way to generate income. I think we should focus on the wine business. There used to be a lot of money in your vineyards.
Okay, so let's see. Quests. Seek out, okay. Meet Kaeso in the wine. Bestia must meet Cineros. And Kalida must meet Bestia. Okay, let's start with the vineyards. Start the quest, please. I have quite a beautiful house. 2 stores. And here should be my gladiator. She's pink. Okay.
Everything is safe. I like this room. It's cool here. And the sound of fountain is relaxing. Sometimes I take walk around garden. Your villa is very pretty, you know. In some ways it is. In others, it is not. City is big. I have never seen anything like it. And there are so many things to buy, so many different people. I love that. But there is a strange way people talk to me. Not because I am foreign, I think, but because I am woman. That I don't like. I do not intend to impose. You do not like the dress? Is it normal in Rome for important people to make such shameless advances on their guards? Is good we are not normal then?
I'm so glad to be rid of those lictors. Are you going to feed the horses?
I am. Is there something I should know?
Don't walk behind the grey mare. A few weeks ago,
It was the most unbelievable and bold political maneuver I've ever witnessed.
News from
I
Greece!
still don't understand. To kill one's family is the worst act imaginable.
Special discount for ladies with Owe. What brings you to the land of wine today? If wine is what you seek, you have come to the right place. My wine is much better than those of Marcellus Vipsanius. That's what I call it. This area of the market belongs to the Collegium Venariorum. We are an association of all the wine merchants in Rome. Oh, indeed. I recognize you now. Welcome to my stall, then. Are you looking to sell? He prioritizes customer satisfaction at the cost of morality and the law. He lies, cheats, and threatens. In the end, he acquires the best vintages. Some of us do, but many of us purchase wine from vineyards and sell it here at the market. I would be very interested, but the rules state that I have to call the other merchants for a tasting. We each must have an equal opportunity. Exciting! This is brilliant! Exquisite! The best wine I have tasted this year. You know, your father and my father used to trade, but I do not believe they ever achieved this level of excellence.
I do not know, Quintus. It does have a harsh finish.
I would call it nutty. It's a really good wine, though. I could sell this for years. Domine, would you consider a 5-year deal? I'm willing to buy a 5th of your stock this year, and another 5th next year, and so on. For each batch, I would offer you 1,000 denarii.
I won't risk that. Tastes change, and demands change with them. I'll pay you 3,500 denarii. Sure, it is less than you'd get from Claudius over 5 years, but I want all of this wine now.
I agree, it is a good wine. I will buy all of your stock right now, and I'll pay 4,000 denarii, more than Quintus is willing to part with. Half now, and half when I take delivery.
I am an honest trader, Legate. My father used to deal with your father before either of us was born. I will sell your wine to the best clients and pay for all of it up front.
The deal favors us both. I pay less now, and you have greater profits in the long term.
It's good money. More than what Quintus pays, and you'll get paid as soon as I take delivery. In exchange, your wine will be sold at the best tavern in Rome. It's an offer you cannot refuse. I'm sure you've made the right choice, and that you know what's good for you.
Your business acumen is impressive. I agree to your terms and revise the offer. I shall pay you 6,000 denarii over the next 5 years.
Preposterous. You can't make a deal with these fools. Mark my words, you will regret this. I give you one last chance to change your mind. You have missed out on a great business venture.
I will make the arrangements at once. You will receive the first installment soon.
Okay, so he threatened us. Little bastard. Okay. He should be somewhere here at the market. Let's pay a visit to our friend.
You came! If I say dumb things, blame the wine. But I really didn't expect you to appear here, of all places.
Nothing. I just thought it'd be a bit beneath your station as an honorable legatus of Rome. But obviously that's my mistake. Woman, bring us a fresh jug. My friend is still sober, and that's simply not acceptable. Now, what are we drinking to? All for the glory of Rome. That hit the spot. Another one? I apologize. I shall never insult you again. Another! Keep it pouring! And then I said, well, what can you say in that situation? Obviously, I asked, is that really a goat? Or a sorry excuse for a tent pole? It was. I still can't help but laugh. You know what people say in Africa? Wine makes the soul come out of you. You're all right, my sweet. You're all right. More than I could count. I walked on so many different kinds of soil, seen so many faces, and broken so many hearts. Marcellus Vipsanius is the best. Some say he's working on the recipes of the legendary Margot himself. Others say he smuggles his wine from Carthage. An amusing notion. Should I also get a wife and make a few little brats of my own? Not me. I'm an adventurer at heart, and an adventurer never rests. Sure, life is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. You should endure the former and live for the latter. There's so much to experience still. To people like us, settling down is like death. Something you don't long for, nor expect.
Another jug, Domini.
That will be all, Soa.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you, Domina. May we perhaps retreat to a private chamber?
I know. It's a blessing and a curse. Out with it, woman. What do you want?
I think I am with child. You are the father of my child. Future child. Don't you remember me, Aquilinos?
What? I don't know. I've never seen this woman in my life.
You told me you would not remember me. Afterwards. And I respected that in a way, but now I need your help. Marcellus Vipsanius doesn't like his girls giving birth. He's a cruel man. I remember how kind you were to me. My child deserves better. Our child. Even if you don't want to have anything to do with me, I want our child safe and away from this shithole. Will you save me?
I have never seen this woman in my life.
Quit bothering the guests, look here. These jugs will not deliver themselves.
Help me, please.
Quickly, Sour.
The night has taken an unusual turn. I apologize. I don't. But I do tend to forget some things when I'm drunk. Still, I find it hard to believe I'd forget the mother of my own child. Maybe. Well, not entirely. Times like these, I wish Callida were here. That woman has a knack for spotting a lie. I don't know what to make of any of this. I'll have to think. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You go. I suddenly have much to think about.
His own brother killed him. He admitted it in front of the Senate.
That's outrageous. He was a senator too.
Let's see
Free
what
medical
this
advice.
guy has.
Salve Legate. Are you looking for medical supplies? Then you've come to the right place. Tell me what you need, and I shall provide you with everything.
They're corrupt, the lot of them.
Every healer I know dreams of going to war with the legions. But bones do not only break in battle. Life in Rome can sometimes be a battlefield. I have some linen I can spare. You could buy some if you want to make bandages. This bottle could also prove to be interesting for you. It's a concoction that works against the effects of many poisons. The machinations of the senatorial class can occasionally turn very bitter indeed. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. Good. You should make sure to consult a trained healer in mixing this, however. The wrong application could turn ugly. Of that, I have plenty. How many do you need? Let us hope you'll never have need of them.
Yeah, me too. Anything else in this? Seems that's Sextus. Let's talk with this guy.
Or is it just me?
It isn't you. The bread is getting worse. I've noticed it as well.
So you found me again. But you're a civilian now. Here you are, just another customer in my smithy. Only because you've never met any of my competitors, I'm sure. I don't suppose you're in the market for some carpentry tools? There is no market for such tools in peacetime. And of course, weapons are not allowed inside the pomerium. Tell you what, I do have something here you might be interested in. Have you ever heard the legend of the Ancilla? Well, I'm not much of a storyteller, but they say the shield of Mars fell from the sky during the reign of Numa Pompilius. In his wisdom, the king ordered 11 copies to be forged. They were stored alongside the original in the Temple of Mars. I have come into possession of one of them. Or perhaps it's the original. Who knows? But you see, even a replica, ancient and storied as it is worth a small fortune. If nothing else, it's an exquisite artifact of a bygone age. You are as savvy in business as you are in warfare, I see. I do have an assistant, my daughter. She is all I can afford. But today she is with her teacher learning history or Greek or some other such high-minded nonsense. The hope is if he fills her head with enough such drivel, she will find a wealthy husband so she'll never have to peddle my pots and pans again. Then, if you buy it from me, you should take good care of it.
Okay, 2,000 dinari.
A fair price, I should say. Very well. The Ancilla is yours. I cannot guarantee that it once belonged to a god, but you have my word that it is a good shield, and it will serve you well should you ever use it in combat.
Let's see. Indeed. Tis a damn nice shield. Oh, I don't have weapons on me, but... Ooh, I can have all this equipped. Interesting. Fire shield. Okay. Seed home, no. Bestia, and let's try Bestia.
You've sent the birds to shit on my stall.
Are you out of your mind? I think I can command
Could I possibly pay you to send one of your apprentices?
They only shit on my crate.
I'm sure we can arrange that.
Okay, let's go to the Senate. Confirm.
What difference does it make?
My house is built.
Good, you're here. Let us begin. First, tell me what you thought about my question. Certainly, I wanted you to think about the meaning of life. Yours or mine, it doesn't matter. What do you think the meaning of life is? The purpose of it? An interesting idea, which may very well be accurate. Then I ask you this question. What is the purpose of gods? Who made the gods? And who created them? I can ask this question ad infinitum, no matter what otherworldly entity you come up with. To understand reasons, we must understand causes. We must know the root cause of all there is and all there will ever be, the stones of which the universe is made, or what we call the first principle. In a way, those may be the first principles of fighting. Your distance and your stance change based on your tools and foes, but they are common elements to all fighting. No one really knows what the first principle is, but thinking about it is the first step in finding one's purpose. Opinions are divided. Some say the first principle is water. Others say it's wind, fire, or earth. What do you think the first principle might be? And that is what Empedocles says. He believes any or all of those can be the answer. It depends on the situation or person. But I believe that to be a non-answer. Right is defined by the existence of wrong. Right is the absence of wrong. If everything is right, then nothing is right, for nothing is wrong. Who knows? Thinking about the first principle is a way of thinking about the world. And only by knowing the world clearly can you know yourself. Most certainly, but that hardly matters until you know what you're fighting for. Only then you can trust your actions. Only then can you be a good man. Only then can you be free. Perhaps because your mind is not free. A man who is not allowed to do what he wants, can such a man be truly free? Because you're free to look anywhere, but you do not know where to begin. Sometimes an abundance of freedom can be as restricting as the lack thereof. You may pursue your own happiness, but when it comes at the cost of someone else's, can you be called a good man? A good man can sacrifice his own happiness for that of others. You can do that even if you're usually a bringer of pain. Happiness is the absence of misery. If you do not know how to make people happy, then you can try to eliminate misery. By doing that, you can be a good man. Or unless you conclusively decide that you will never be able to find her. It is your goal in life, Bestia. Just like your sister, you are partly stuck in the realm of ideas. You will not be complete until you find her, or find her not. You are a child, Bestia. No one will hold you to account for what you thought back then. It is only natural. Who knows who Serwa your sister is now? Do you want me to be honest? What matters is not if you will find her, but what you will do if you find her. Then I have succeeded as Magister. I can only ask the right questions. It is you who should find the answers.
Okie dokie. Next quest. We have to go to the campus.
I see him. By fire. Talking to his friend.
Let's find a way to let him down easy.
No, you're gonna break his heart, sweetie.
You came. And you have brought Daenera.
Kalidar is showing me around. This city is big. Bigger than I thought. We have seen many dresses. Some of them actually pink.
Bright red. A bright color of warning. A predator's color. Pink looks good on you, Daenera.
Thank you. What is this place? Why are you here always? A place for your war god? Why do you have so many gods? People are difficult enough. Gods are worse.
You speak truth. Perhaps our souls are lonely and that's why we need many gods.
There! Stop right there! You're coming with us!
Please, do not make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Do you know these Landakai?
They told me you were back in the city. I did not believe it. I do not know what kind of god possessed you, for I do not know which of these gods is more foolish.
Mars watches over us here. Mind your words.
You are a criminal. You are a disgrace to our family. Because of what you've done, we all will be infamous. Only I can speak for our family now.
Arrested? For what?
She killed a man.
I kill men all the time. When they deserve it.
Rome does not look kindly on women who kill men, regardless of how much the man deserved it.
Deserved? I didn't realize marriage was a capital offense. He was your husband. He's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants, and you're still not allowed to kill him. Yulia, please. I do not want to see you hurt. Surrender peacefully.
That sounds like a threat, little man. Threatening the wrong person can get you killed.
What? Are you her gladiator lover or something? What do you mean?
Usually, what I say.
Innocent? I can't even recognize you. My sister was a kind and happy person who always... That you did, didn't you? In return, it was always you who was beaten. That wasn't fair. but life isn't. Very well. I will try to convince Mother. We're leaving, men. Yulia, stay out of sight.
You handled that very well.
Why did he leave? Yet it looks like he doesn't know how.
Okay, that was... So that's it? That was a weird quest. To the villa. This is a big villa.
Everything is safe.
Okay. Now it seems I need to talk with my mother.
Do you need me?
No, we have a kitchen knife.
Have you tasted this year's batch from the vineyards? It's divine.
Lovely. Nobody can actually use anything there.
Domine. It's certainly a different experience compared to teaching you and your sister. To a casual observer, Tabat could seem slow, intractable, or, dare I say, stupid. That would be a wrong assessment. I have found Bestia Tabat to be infinitely malleable. We're lucky to have him on our side. We're doing very well, actually. Given enough time and persistence, we can rely on the wine business solely. In fact, we owe our success in the political arena partly to our excellent vineyards.
Okay, well, of course. Political
Dominic
power
Odiana has been so worried for you.
comes with money.
Did you prepare the study for the Dominus's return?
We took care of it this morning. Everything is ready.
Is everything well, dear?
Okay, we have a broom here. We're gonna kick asses with a broom. Well, isn't that lovely? And who might use the broom? How about you? Well, okay. Good. As well. Let's talk to Mother.
Is everything well, dear? They told me Lucullus is your patronus now. That means our family reputation will be restored.
That and more.
Lucius, Liliana. It's so good to see you again, Mother. And brother, you're back.
Isn't that a beautiful sight? You are the patriarch of this family now. The well-being of it is your primary concern. The villa is yours. All of your rights are restored. Congratulations.
I don't know how we can ever repay you, Lucius.
There's no need to repay anything. You of all people should know that, Claudiana. This was not a transaction. I'll keep that in mind.
Is that it? But what if
Don't
they...
worry, Claudiana. No one can harm your family as long as I am alive. Everything will be fine.
No. We've got our payment. We have a lovely view from our... Nice. Not bad, to be honest. Not bad at all.
Good morning, dear. Have you slept well? Cats standing guard. Against whom? Will they stop the northern barbarians by their sheer fluffiness?
I heard in the east people think that cats guard the gates of the underworld.
It is always wise to be careful.
There is a thing. He asked to see you, Lorco. He says he has a business proposition.
It might still be a good idea to figure out what he's up to. Do be careful, though. Whatever you do, be careful.
I will.
Excuse me. Is everything well, dear?
Do you need me?
That boy who always asks for you hasn't been around in a few days.
He became too aggressive when I turned him down.
What happened?
Deianira had a stern talk with him, and it seems he got the message.
That woman is worth her weight in gold.
Okay, she's doing a
Good
good
morning,
job.
Domine. I've been waiting for you.
Plucking up the weeds and trimming...
You jest, I'm sure. If anything, I've grown a bigger belly. The wine doesn't help. I can't think of a reason why he would not be doing well. I've heard Nasamonis is a land of forbidden pleasures. Alas, it's too far away. But speaking of our friends in high places, it might be worth going to the Senate this afternoon. Tullius Cicero is holding court there today. You might learn something. It is generating quite a bit of income, even though our recipes are old. The grape seed we have imported from Gallia produces tasteful drink. There's always room for improvement, though. That you do. And I can buy some groceries while we're at it.
Okay, so we need to go to the market, but
These damned crows and their indiscriminate defecation.
defecation. It was being told that I should go to the Senate. I don't think I should be doing that.
Salve, Legate. What brings you to the Senate today? There isn't much to observe, at least not today. A session is only held if there is a relatio to discuss. As long as there are people, there will be problems. But there are some problems nobody wants to discuss. The Senate doesn't have a session today. But I have to talk to my clientes regularly. That is why you can usually find me here. Of course you may. As long as you're willing to give it back when you're done. My duty to the people of Rome. In other words, politics. I am known for defending people's rights, too, when they need it. That saddens me, but it does not surprise me. Our virtues are in steady decline. Many people enter the world of politics for personal gain, for the status it brings, all the money. We must work for the good of our society. It is the will of the gods, and therefore our duty. Indeed, it is implied. Why else would they give us reason? Reason is what men and gods have in common. It is what separates us from beasts. That reason must be used for the betterment of mankind. They may, but most of the time they can't. Proper discussion of a case requires skill in rhetoric. Few people are articulate enough to be able to express their problems properly. Instead, certainly not. I teach people and I defend people, and thus my duties are fulfilled. Prior to the writing of Lex Duodecim Tabularum, our rights were determined by the likes of Tarquinius Superbus. Now they are written down for all to know. It is not that easy, of course. Laws and situations evolve. But at least the rights of our people are not subject to the whims of a madman. That is where I come in as a lawyer. Knowing their rights is a citizen's duty. But even those who fail at that duty deserve to have their rights defended. Our laws are by necessity not specific. That is how they apply the same way to all similar situations. There's an underlying principle for our legal system, an intention guiding each regulation. Yet every event is unique. Therefore, every case is one of a kind. Without a firm grasp of that underlying logic, laws cannot successfully be applied to specific situations. Laws should be generic, but not vague. A man can inherently know the harm he has caused, for all our actions are guided by reason. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? Neither the Senate nor the consuls rule Rome. Senators and consuls are supposed to be subservient to the people. No one but the citizens can know what's best for them. Public servants fulfill their needs and wishes. Senators should represent the people, not rule them. In time, a servus can achieve the privilege of citizenship. But politicians should speak for the servi too. Their rights should also be protected. What makes you say that? I'm actually quite fond of his company. He is more strict about the definition of morals. For him, consequences matter less than method. We broadly believe in the same ideals, though. A fair question. What do you think? But that assumes you have the ability to distinguish right from wrong. Do you claim to have such a skill? I agree. And there's a reason for that. I defend people because I simply like the art of rhetorics. Furthermore, my defense tests the system. If I can defend a guilty man successfully, that means the system is flawed. A flawed system cannot be just. Simply put, reason. We've been granted reason by the gods. I like the art of rhetorics because it helps me apply reason, not because it gets me drunk or anything like that. An Epicurean would enjoy that in his misguided worldview. They believe life is all about pleasure. Perhaps. Your argument makes sense, but I still think you're giving them too much credit. Your understanding of the art is probably better than you think. Suppose there is a chest. Inside the chest is something you desire, but the chest is locked. Now, I believe you would first look into your pockets and find out you're already in possession of the key. Logically, that would be the first thing to check. But let us suppose you can't do that. What other solution will you try next? Very good. A lock can be picked. Finesse and subtle manipulation is as important in rhetorics as in lockpicking. It is tempting to rely on facts and logic when you believe they support your argument. But in the end, everyone believes the facts are on their side. The way to change a man's heart is to stir his emotions. Weave a tale of woe. Paint your audience a vivid picture. Make them feel that you are right. If nothing else, pathos will keep spectators from being bored, and if you can hold a crowd's attention, you have already won. I have enjoyed this discussion, and I hope you have benefited from it. If you'll excuse me now, I have to talk to a client. Wale.
Thank you. Okay, I thought I'll come here for nothing, but obviously I was mistaken. To the campus, but I don't know what can I find in campus. I cannot go to the campus. Okay, let's go to the streets. It seems that we will need to meet with our friend. So we have Logos, Constitution, and Pathos. That's grand. I don't need a surgeon. Okay, we need to find... Okay, you're hidden. Presume we might end with a fight. Look at that guy there. Just one. Okay, yeah, definitely will be a fight. Ooh, here as well. Ooh, but they are a little bit too many.
Salwe, it is good to see you after all this time. Straight to business and no idle chit-chat. No wonder that old fart chose you as his apprentice and tool. You are better at getting things done. It wasn't a compliment. I was merely stating a fact. The sun rises every day. Should it thank me for mentioning this? I think not. All compliments are lies. Unlike my brother, I'm not a deceitful person. Tell me, do you like managing your family's vineyard? To awaken you, perhaps. I've heard tales of your battles, Legate. You are a wolf. You're the kinsman of Romulus himself. We are very different, you and I. That's why I think we could work together instead of undermining each other. I believe Rome is in grave danger. This is nothing new, of course. We always had enemies within and without. They always disliked what Rome is and what it stands for. But in the past, Rome used to be a force to be reckoned with. We have grown lazy and soft. Our republic and its myriad procedures slow us down. These days we're more interested in talking about things we should do rather than actually doing those things. We do need a new Rome, though, unshackled by the limitations of our ancient system and bureaucracy. It will be a Rome of strong minds willing to make difficult decisions. More importantly, it will teach our enemies to never underestimate us again. I have made my preparations, and I want you by my side. You misunderstand. I would never betray Rome. I am planning to run for consul. I'm sure I can convince you of the validity of my cause. What I'm going to show you will shock you. You'll see why Lucullus is in no position to do anything for Rome. I would not hesitate to serve Rome in war, should the opportunity arise. You will not regret listening to my offer. Wale, until next time.
Okay.
Good day. You are clearly a well-bred young man. I will offer you a choice. Your money or your life.
Oh.
I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
I believe the meaning was you will regret doing this.
Oh, kill them both.
Salvete, people. Shall we even the odds?
Your timing is impeccable as usual, Kaiso. You save us again.
Always a pleasure, old man. Let us not turn this into a habit, though.
Okay, so the best course of action would be to go up, block them here one by one, kill them. Get rid of this guy. And that's about it. And you, my friend. Ho ho ho. You come here. Oh, blue boy. Are you down? You can actually kill them, but this guy will attack me. Okay. Now you, old man. How much damage? 6 to 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. But the question is, if I go near him and I don't kill him, that's gonna be a problem. Now let's leave one. Okay. One by one, guys. One by one.
Follow me! We're gonna have some fun.
Cool. Really? Ooh, my shield is broken. No worries. Okay. Can you do something from distance? Nope. I don't like that position because I can only attack with one. I know you're gonna get hit. Let's just let's go here. Let's heal.
Please follow my finger. Yes, you'll be all right.
One. Oh, I forgot about you. Sorry. Three to 6. Not interesting in fact. My dear friend, let's
I almost felt that.
lovely. Here, boy. What happened? They scared?
Where is Vitellius Lurko, one wonders?
In Tartarus, hopefully. But that's not important. A messenger arrived this morning. It is Proconsul Licinius Lucullus. He says I should find you as soon as possible, and you'd know why.
If I know Dominus Lucullus, he would have sent a rider for you with all the instructions. A reasonable precaution. We may soon need their assistance. You should go ahead. I get the feeling time is of the essence.
Well, we did get a bit of loot. That's all? Let's go to the villa.
Domi.
Hello,
Excuse
mother.
me. It arrived just after noon. The rider insists on giving the message to you. It appears this woman was instructed to meet you here as well.
The proconsul just told me to find you. Said you'd know why. I've been tempted to come back and visit you a few times. Things just always got in the way.
The message, please.
You must leave everything and come to Nazamones immediately. We're in grave danger. And I'm afraid in this case, we refers to both our family and Rome itself. It seems we have underestimated Vitellius Lurko. Although the little brother wields no political power of significance, he is the de facto leader of his family. An ambitious man who isn't reckless makes an enemy to be reckoned with. His friendly demeanor masks a molten core of vengeful desire. He still remembers how we dismantled their illegal operations in Asia. And I'm afraid he wants our lives in return. I have reason to believe Lurko is planning something big. My speculatores say he's preparing to remove me from my position in Nazamones by force and make it look like a local uprising. If he succeeds, Rome is likely to lose control of the entire territory, giving Lurko the perfect excuse to challenge the current consuls. We cannot allow him to go ahead with this plan. I need your help. Reconstitute Legio Victrix. I know they are still loyal to you. Then sail for Nazamones immediately. A battle-ready army will be the last thing Lurko would expect. Do not despair. Know that the sun is brightest following the darkest day. See this as an opportunity. If we can turn the tables on Lurko, we can at last expose him for the crook he is. I await your arrival anxiously. Your Patronus and your dear friend, Lucius Licinius Lucullus.
I could not find Calida, but I have brought Bestia.
I arrived before any of you did.
You're looking good, Bestia. You have recovered from our last fight?
The injuries were not a problem, but I still owe the arena master for all the damages we caused.
It was not settled.
They begged us to stop before we leveled the whole place.
We should leave as soon as possible, but I don't think I'll be able to leave Rome so easily.
Is this about a woman again?
In a way it is. Do you remember that sailor who approached us at Marcellus Vipsanius's? Well, it turns out she was telling the truth, at least partly. She has given birth to a baby girl. Thanks, I guess. Apparently she tried to escape from Vipsanius, who incidentally is her dominus. The problem is, they're blaming me for it. She claims to be the mother of my child. Perhaps she is, or perhaps she just knows Vipsanius and his people are naive enough to believe her. Marcellius Vipsanius has a reputation for mistreating his Seroe.
This may take a few days, but I'm sure we can prove these allegations have no merit.
Thank you, Nagate. I will now take care of our preparations. We leave as soon as possible.
Be careful, child.
Do not worry, Domina. I will make sure we return home safe and sound.
Indeed we will.
Have a good night.
Salvete, travelers. Welcome to the villa of Lucullus of Africa Proconsularis. State your identity and intentions.
Exhaustion must have gotten the better of this otherwise fine legionarius, or else he would have never mistaken us for ordinary travelers. Surely now that the feat of recognition is achieved, he will kindly escort us inside. Am I wrong, young man?
I can't do that. The proconsul has strict orders. I'll inform him if you can wait here.
Legate, a word? I don't think he recognized you. This doesn't smell right. Something's up. Little things. His armor is a bit too small for his body. He never called you by name. And did you notice how he failed to pronounce the proconsul's full name?
It is said he who possesses a deceptive heart sees only deception in other people's hearts. And it is known that women are deceptive by nature.
Wow. And that is why you're old but still single, Cineros.
Well, to err on the side of caution is wise.
Finally, some truth in the old man's words. We should kill them all.
Oh, well, that is not exactly what I was going to propose. In fact, it's quite the opposite of
Killing everyone is the most cautious option.
Are you sure you know the meaning of that word? So what if he's rude and his behavior is not proper? Obviously, he's not Roman.
I am always ready for a fight.
Okay, now we prepare for fighting. Oh, who has what? Okay, let's start with who I know has something. You should have this old man and probably this. Don't remember. Bestia, well. He should have some kind of cup. The traitor's armor doesn't feel right though. I think that was his. And probably this. Julia. And a bow. Okay. Denera. You need a shield. And probably yeah. Seven to 9 damage. Okay. I think this should be yours. Well, you old man should use this. I have a nice bike. Which and I'm here with okay, let's see. Two daggers. 3 to 6, 4 to 8. This looks better. 3 to 7 base maximum damage. I don't like that. This is to Kaiso, but Kaiso. Okay, let's put some skills in it. Focus. That's good. Seems okay, Bestia. You sweetie. Don't like that skill too much. Okay. Oh, she has another point. Good.
I apologize for the delay. There have been some security-related problems recently. We had to take precautions. There was an attempt on his life recently. Nothing we can't handle, of course. Still, we're instructed to take all sorts of precautions. Relinquish your weapons here, please. No one's allowed to bear arms inside the villa.
I don't want to say I told you so.
Unfortunately, only 2 escorts are allowed beyond this point. Do not worry. I will take care of your friends while you're gone.
They should be fine.
Now!
Okay, you... Can't flank him though.
My sisters look like delicate flowers.
Can't wait to meet them! That would be thing of legend.
Oh, they have photos. Cineros, would you be kind enough to...
It's all right. You're going to live.
No, I know. So, you go to sleep. Sweetie, need you. No worries.
I'll shoot as soon as I see the enemy!
I bet you will. She can handle there. Who? Oh. Lancing, my boy. Well, I should have used this. I'm an idiot, but hey. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. He's bleeding. No worries. Well, I should worry now. Okay, let's see how we're gonna... take a nap. Okay, you can I would like to move here, but Bestia, can you actually come here? Okay. Do I have range? No.
Help me, and I shall help you when you are in need.
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine.
Okay. You should be able to get here now. Am I prowling? Yes.
This is all too easy.
Okay. That wasn't nice. You could... Okay, you can move a bit here. So I can actually attack him from multiple sides. Okay. You are
still standing. Impressive.
Gonna have a big problem, my friend. Sweetie. Nice.
What in the name of Jupiter is going on here?
Egyptians, Domini. They came out of nowhere. All dead. They slaughtered the guards and locked most of the Zoe into the cellar. All I know is that they were in a great hurry. It seemed like they knew you were on your way.
I'm not surprised. This was an assassination attempt, and a very sloppy one at that.
Praise Fortuna. Take the key.
Okay, let's loot a bit these bastards. Okay, so nothing in here. A statue. Oh no.
Lucullus! By the gods! I'm sorry, Domine.
Seems they killed him, fortunately. Are you kidding me? No. You, sweetie? I don't know where my cap is, but it's okay.
I'm not tired. I'm just angry. Very angry. Don't worry. I am focused as well. These people were in a great hurry. My guess is they quickly dispatched anyone who posed a threat, then got ready for our arrival. They had no reason to waste time killing the Serwi. Too much risk for no gain at all. I think these are two separate questions. It is clear these killers were Egyptian. They took no care to obscure their identities. Their weapons are just lying around. And the murder weapon is clearly Egyptian. Honestly, the only thing that's missing here is a graffito saying Egyptians killed Lucullus. I will be. Eventually.
Nagate. He was the most exceptional mentor, and the best friend I've ever known. They killed him. And I couldn't do anything about it. You know, I am complicit in this crime. We lost valuable time trying to solve my problem with that Selwa. As long as I am alive, he will never truly be avenged, I fear. This all happened because of me. I delayed our journey. I will redeem myself by avenging him. And that's the least I can do now.
Domine,
I will be allowed to serve.
it is rare that I feel the need to mourn someone. Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me. And that is equally rare. I will do what I can to help. It looks like he was stabbed multiple times. The murderer was probably behind him. There are no other bruises, which leads me to think he did not resist his attacker. Perhaps. Dominus was killed with a small stabbing dagger. Judging from the wounds, I can tell the particular shape the blade had. Such blades are rare in Rome, but quite common in Africa, especially Egypt. It doesn't make any sense, though. Why would the Egyptians do this? It would be an act of war. It is wise not to, Domine.
I am sorry. He meant so much to you. How do you feel? It is too much to go through once. Even for one as strong as you. We will make war again, I guess. You are back in your element, it seems.
Ha! I hope so.
That was straightforward.
Domine. They were dressed like Roman legionari. We had no reason to suspect them. Not at all. The Legion has people from all over the world. It really happened too fast. All of a sudden the legionaries started stabbing each other. We didn't know what to do. By the time I realised what was happening, it was already too late. But I'm not. The keys? Also, we have the keys. I swear, I'm not working for them. I don't know why they kept me outside. Thank you, Domine.
Legate, a rider arrived. She wants to talk to Proconsul Lucius Licinius Lucullus. She says his life might be in danger.
Tell her she's a bit late.
Now that is an interesting development.